The Middle East is still reverberating from the announcement by U.S. President Donald Trump to recognize Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Trump's decision came nearly 100 years to the day after an earlier milestone in the history of Jerusalem, when the British, under General Edmund Allenby, captured the city and putting an end to centuries of Turkish Muslim rule. Israelis and visitors gathered to witness a reenactment of the time when Allenby received the keys to the city in December 1917. A Hanukkah miracle and a Christmas present. That's what Jews and Christians called the 1917 British conquest of Jerusalem. 100 years later, Jerusalem commemorated the victory with the reenactment.
2 weeks before Christmas, and on the first day of Hanukkah, the British Imperial Army entered Jerusalem under the command of General Edmund Allenby.
After General Allenby walked into the old city through the Jaffa Gate, he came here to the Tower of David and received the keys to the city, marking the end of 400 years of Ottoman rule. Henry Allenby, a relative of General Allenby, read from the same declaration of 1917.
Every sacred building, monument, holy spot, shrine, traditional site of whatsoever form of these three religions will be maintained and protected.
General Allenby, he was a great military man who conquered the land of Israel and understood our city Jerusalem and its role in the world.
The anniversary celebration also welcomed a new exhibit at the Tower of David Museum.
It was a moment of hope for the people of Jerusalem who suffered so much from the war, from hunger. They waited for the change.
This wasn't about a demanding surrender of Jerusalem. That's why he got off on a horse. He wanted to show humility.
The great-grandson of Major General John Shea, who accepted the surrender, also joined the celebration.
To be here on the 100th anniversary of the surrender and of Allenby's entry into Jerusalem is very proud-making and also rather humbling.
An important aspect of the victory was Allenby's faith.
General Allenby was a devout believer in Yeshua and knew his scriptures extremely well, including the prophecies of Jerusalem. And when when the Lord gave him the prophecy of Isaiah 31:5,
like birds flying about, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending, he will also deliver it. Passing over, he will preserve it.
He was given the idea of planes flying over and dropping leaflets that said, leave the city now. So that's why he was able to take it out without destruction, as the prophecy said. Without firing one gunshot, he walked into the city.
Ken Thompson's grandfather helped conquer the city under Allenby.
To me, it has a lot to do with the fact that Allenby was a believer, that he knew his scripture, and my grandfather got to be there, was there with that. It was part of history.
General Allenby had a gift for Jerusalem mayor Nir Barkat.
100 years ago, I stood here and I received the key to this wonderful city. And I think that 100 years later, it's about time that I return it. Good for you. So it's a little bit rusty, but you know, keep it, watch it, it's the only copy. So to another 100 wonderful years here in Jerusalem. Thank you.